of the Lord. Even from all the cities of Judah, they came to seek Yahuwah, the Lord. And Jehoshaphat stood in the assembly of Judah and Jerusalem, in the house of the Lord, in front of the new courtyard, and said, O Yahuwah Elohim, the Lord God of our fathers, are you not Elohim, God in the heavens, and do you not rule all over the kingdoms of the nations? And in your hand is there not power and might, so that no one is able to stand against you? Listen to what he says in verse 7. Are you not our Elohim?
Amen.
He transitions, he shifts now to the personal. He said, you are God of our fathers, you're God of the heavens, you're God over all the kings of the world, but then he shifts and says, are you not our?
Oh,
And he shifts the personal. And so there's something that's powerful in that one statement. Are you not our God? You have driven out the inhabitants of this land before your people Israel and gave it to the seed of Abraham, who loves you forever. And they dwell in it and have built you a set apart place, a holy place in your name, saying, if evil does not come upon us, such as the sword, judgment, pestilence, and scarcity of food, we shall stand before this house and in your presence. For your name is in this house, and cry out to you in our distress, and you do hear and save. So he's remembering the prayer of Solomon. He's remembering, if we stand here, we cry out to you, then you're going to remember me. And now see the children of Ammon, of Moab, and Mount Seir. It's down there in Petra, down in the south, whom you would not let Israel invade when they came out of the land of Egypt, for they turned from them and did not destroy them. When they came out, he would not let them, the Israel, go in there and take them out. But he's repaying them by saying, and see, they're repaying us by coming in to drive us out of your possession, which you have given us to inherit. O our God, our Elohim, would you not judge them? For we are powerless against this great army that is coming against us. And we do not know what to do, but our eyes are upon you. There's an abandonment. When we don't know what to do, we say we don't know what to do. Just be honest with them. You tell them, I don't know what to do, but my eyes are on you. I'm trusting in you. And it says, and all Judah with their little ones, their wives, and their children stood before the Lord. And the Spirit of the Lord, Yahuwah, as it is in Hebrew, came upon Yahaziel, son of Zechariah, Zechariah, I'm going to read in the Hebrew, son of Benaiah, son of Yeiel, son of Mattaniah, a Levite of the sons of Asaph, in the midst of the assembly. Okay, so there is a spirit, the Spirit of the Lord came upon this Levite, and he said, listen, all Judah and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and King Jehoshaphat, thus said the Lord to you, do not fear, nor be afraid of the face of this great army, for the battle is not yours, but the Lord's, but Elohim's. Go down against them tomorrow. See, they are coming up by the ascents of Tzitz, and you shall find them at the end of the wadi before the wilderness of Uriel. It is not for you to fight, he says in this. Position yourselves. And that's what I want to talk about just 1 second, is to position ourselves, intentionally position ourselves. We must gain, as she says in her song, a posture of victory. We must change our posture to have a posture of victory and to stand still and see the deliverance of the Lord with you. Where else does it tell you to stand still? Having done all in Ephesians 6. You stand therefore and you clothe yourselves with the garments of the high priest. And what does the high priest do? He ministers and he gives glory, he gives praise. That's what we are called to do. And not only did that happen here, so I'll read about 1 second, but it also happened in Jericho, but it also happened again. And it will happen again at the time when the armies amassed together at Armageddon. What does it say? I won't flip there for sake of time, but Revelation 9, go and read it. What is it, the first thing that they do? They begin to praise him as he proceeds to go to the battle of Armageddon. It's talking about him getting on his horse and he's getting ready to go and slay the enemies. And I'll just sum up the story, that when the praisers, the next morning, Jehoshaphat sent the praisers out, and it brought such confusion to the enemy that the enemy turned on it themselves and destroyed themselves. And I think I have it says in verse 20, they rose early in the morning, went out to the wilderness of Tekoa, and as they went out, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem. Trust in the Lord, your Elohim, and be steadfast. Trust in his prophets and prosper." It says, be steadfast, be established. So they went out, and what did they sing? They sang, give thanks to the Lord, for his loving commitment is everlasting. And the armies turned on themselves. When you begin to praise in the midst of an impossibility,
Amen.
and he says, I will take this. This is not your battle. You go forth and you praise. That praise will go forth. It's something you can't see in the natural.
That's right.
But there are many multiple angels, many spirits, his ministering spirits that will go out on the breath of your praise and cause such confusion to the enemy. Because when you bring praise, it brings light into the earth, and light brings order. And you can see what you're doing. You have order in your life. When Father speaks light, the enemy goes into chaos mode because he doesn't know how to handle order. That is what happened. And so this is what we are to do. We are to position ourselves, stand fast and stand firm.
Right.
Be intentional in our praise. Be aware of the enemy and cry out to him, as it says all through the Psalms. But this is the battle, or the final battle that will be. Go and read it in Revelation 19, because it talks about praising him and blessing his name, and then he gets ready to ride. So on the wings of our praise, those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Spirit and in truth is what we gird ourselves with the what do you call it? Not the garment of praise, but the weapons of our warfare. Ephesians 6. This is what we gird ourselves with truth that goes around us, and that worship.
Gird our loins with the belt of truth.
Yes. The Lord told Aaron, this is how you bless my people. I want you to put my name on my people, and they shall be blessed. In the Hebrew language, Yevarechecha Yahuwah Vayishmerecha. Ya'er Yahuwah Panav Alecha Vichunecha. Yisa Yahuwah Panav Alecha Vayasem Lecha Shalom. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Shalom. Amen.